Yo guys, welcome back to my empty apartment. Cheyenne is also here.
Hi guys.
I don't know if y'all can hear her from she's all the way back there, but
Hi.
there you go. That is Cheyenne. And Cheyenne is my friend, so please calm down. Today I hope you read the title. We are discussing drum patterns and how to make them better if they suck. If your drum patterns suck, you're watching the right video. I don't have an example put up already actually. So I'm kind of gonna like just talk and freestyle as I go along. But tip number one, because I thought about this earlier. Tip number one, putting a clap or a snare down is okay. That's cool. I would say after that, do your hi-hat. If you want to follow steps and orders and like have everything, planned out every single time, I would do like, clap or snare, whatever, and then a hi-hat pattern and get down something super elementary, super easy. You don't have to go crazy like the rolls and stuff at first. Just get the bounce. And the hardest part of that is probably just gonna be like getting what you hear in your head out into, your DAW. But for that, dude, just sound it out. Like play the beat and sound out whatever it is you hear in your head and try to click it in however you see fit. You guys see me do this in like every video is literally just like y'all see me. I just place a couple notes at first, or if I hear something different for the beat, then I do it that way. But starting with your hi-hat is always great. I guess I could do something. All I did was make this. This is it. And if I want to like spice it up or something, I'll select these two notes. I hit Alt U and chop the notes. That's one way. You could do this thing, the triplet at the start. You can do whatever you want to do. Just get down something really elementary and then fill stuff in after that. Sometimes I'll just knock my hi-hats down a couple notes. I'll add a filler note, stuff like that. There's a gnat, and okay, now it's gone. Yeah, really easy stuff like that. Doesn't have to be something super crazy. Am I recording? I am recording. Doesn't have to be crazy all the time. Afterwards, I'd say probably move on to the 808. That 808 selection plays a lot of role. A lot of this is sound selection. That's the another thing I meant to mention. A lot of it is sound selection. You need to have good sounds. I get it. Sometimes the weird, crappy sound might like be cool. You need to have good sounds. Because you can always tell when a producer has like sounds that like they've like recently discovered and like, oh, it sounds new, or it sounds like something you listen to right now or you hear right now. You can tell when somebody's stuff is outdated or just not good, for lack of a better term. So sound selection is very key. Next step, other than 808 selection, I'm gonna talk about a very underrated drum, and that is the open hat. Y'all, I spam open hats in every beat. Y'all see me doing every single video. I spam open hats. Open hats are super underrated. They can create so much groove in your beats. Like even if you just have it on the one, even just on the one. Or if you want to, like, you have to be able to create a groove with all of the drums in context of the beat. Every single beat you make is going to be different, so you can't really try to use the same pockets in every single beat. But open hats, great way to create some groove. Amazing drum instrument. 808 selection, that's what I was talking about earlier. 808 selection can really make or break it. To be honest, if you have a beat that sounds like it needs a short 808 and use a longer 808, could mess up the vibes and vice versa. Really, that's about feeling, just what you're hearing. You're feeling for the beat. After that, really another thing is like sometimes I'll make a beat and I am 90% sure that it's not done until I just add more stuff. Sometimes the answer is adding more stuff, and that can be like a perk, a snare here, but those things need to be spaced out and done tastefully. You don't have to spam snare rolls and the same like snare patterns we all know and love that we've been using since like 2015. We don't, you don't got to do all that, but like adding just ear candy stuff in there, like panning stuff to the left, panning stuff to the right. So like if I wanted to add this perk and this one. Like just a little stuff, and this example kind of sucks, but like you get it. Just it's kind of like a puzzle. You got to piece it together. So sometimes just adding more stuff can help a lot. Fill in gaps, spaces. Sometimes beats can just feel really airy, but like bad airy. Like there's just so much space. Like the artist doesn't need all of the space, for their voice. It's okay to have some other stuff in there. Other than that, I don't think there's really much I can think of. I guess I'll go over this while I'm here. Your 808s being in key or out of key. I hope we all are aware of the easiest way to make sure your 808 is in key. First of all, make sure this time knob is like this. If it's like up at all like this, then that will move it out of key automatically. You can hit cut self on your 808s to get it to stop playing or bleeding to one another, or you can hold alt, use your scroll wheel and turn all those down except for the hold knob. But when finding the right key and the right note for 808s, you just send it like up 3 octaves, however many you gotta do, and just go from there, like literally like that. That's how I do it. So when you're using like samplers, loops, and you don't know the key, you can do it that way. What's something else? I think that might be it. There's not that much. I think this is something that's just gonna come with time, hearing a bounce already in your head. But I guess the easiest way to compile this list, start with your clapping your hi-hat. Make a simple hi-hat pattern. Fill in the gaps with different percussion, snares, things like that. 808 selection matters, and the placement of those notes. Oh, and one last thing. If you're ever in a situation where your 808, right, super low, sounds like that. Obviously, you just move it up an octave. But if like this is like too low for you, you always just pitch it up another octave, or you can raise up your whole beat a couple of semitones. I don't know if there's a faster way to do it than the way I do it, but whatever I want to highlight and transpose, I select them over here. Hit this drop down and then transpose, and I hit subtract or add for however many semitones I want to go up or down. But yeah, that's really it. Yeah, it's a simple hi-hat pattern. Add in percussion and things to fill space. 808 selection, placing those notes, making sure the 808 is not out of key, or else your beat is ruined. Do you understand that? If your 808 is out of key, you are wrong and your beat is ruined. So yeah, I hope that helps. Also try to come up with your groove in your head. I know that may be difficult if you're like just starting. I get it. But the more you do it, the easier it gets, and the faster you'll be able to do it, and the better the grooves will eventually get. So yeah, that's really it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's anything else you want to know, you can hit me on IG, or you can comment on this video and I'll reply. If you have any questions. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.